Well, glad you're still with us on Colorado and Company. The Rocky Mountain Jewish Historical Society is honoring Colorado journalism this year. And we're so proud here at 9 News to be the forever home of one of this year's honorees. We want to welcome in Gene Abrams Endowed Director, Dr. Joshua Furman, and honoree 9 News legend, Gary Shapiro. Gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Our pleasure.
So much.
Yeah.
This is so
nice
fun.
to be home.
I know, I was going to say.
Right?
Yes. So great to have you back, Gary, and of course, so awesome to have you, Josh. So I want to start with you first. Can you tell us about the Rocky Mountain Jewish Historical Society? This is such a great organization. What do you guys do?
Sure. Well, we were established in 1976. So next year will be our 50th anniversary.
Wow.
We're part of DU. We're part of the Center for Judaic Studies.
Yes.
And we work with the Beck Archives at DU to promote and preserve Colorado Jewish history. And we do it through bus tours, museum exhibits, lectures, and research opportunities so that anybody who's curious about the history of the Denver and Colorado Jewish communities can come and learn.
It's so wonderful too, and I have to say, as part of the tribe, this is something that really speaks to me, of course, but speaks to the Jewish community in general, because Denver does have a pretty rich history when it comes to our Jewish history, correct?
Absolutely. No, Jews came to Denver and Colorado in the very beginning in the late 1850s, and were really instrumental in, building up the city's, medicine,
Yes.
business, and philanthropy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So incredible, and it's so great to, again, know that there's an organization there to help preserve that. Now, tell us about this year's annual Heritage Award Evening honoring Colorado Jewish journalism. Why was this the sect that you guys decided to focus on when it came to journalism?
So for our annual fundraiser going on its 31st year, we always try to recognize members of our community who have made distinguished contributions to their profession.
Yes.
And if you're going to honor Colorado Jewish journalists, who better to honor than 9 News' own Gary Shapiro. We're also honoring Chris Lepek from the Intermountain Jewish News,
Yes.
Kathy Neustadt from ABC, and Lena Fishman is receiving a special Community Leadership Award for her work with the Golda Meir House Museum. But today we're here to honor Gary.
Yes, we are. And Gary, this is such a great honor, I'm sure, for you. Tell me what it feels like to be receiving an award like this. I mean, we know you've received awards throughout the years, but this one is pretty particular and special.
Yeah, when Josh called me, I was really taken aback and surprised, but very honored to be, you win some awards, like the Emmys and stuff like that.
Right.
But this is so personal because it's a Jewish organization that is honoring me, and I really appreciate that. When I graduated from college, I went to the University of Nebraska.
Yes.
And when I graduated from college, my first job was in Omaha. And I was about a year into the job, and the local Jewish newspaper there called me and said, "We want to do a feature on you."
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, "Really? Why?" And I thought, well, maybe they just don't have many Jewish journalists. I don't know. But anyway, I was so honored that they did a feature on me and put it in the newspaper. And now, 50 years later, here I am again. So I kind of started my career with an honor and ending it with an honor, and it's really cool.
That is really cool and such a great way to bookend, which is so lovely. I want to ask you too, obviously when it comes to journalism and journalists, what advice do you have for journalists out there who are looking at, I want to have a career like Gary, or, even looking at the aspects of Judaism when it comes to their own career? Any tidbits of advice you have for them?
Well, Denver's very lucky that they have Jewish journalists,
Yeah.
because a lot of smaller markets don't. And I think it gives, especially with what's going on these days,
Right.
The situation in the Middle East and on college campuses,
Right.
and there is so much news, Israeli news, Jewish news, and I think it just gives another added thing that the journalists can focus on, that they know about, that they're interested in, and can make other people interested. When I did the morning show here for 35 years, we made it a point to try and educate our audience about Jewish issues,
Yes.
and especially Jewish holidays, because a lot of people don't know about Jewish holidays.
Right.
So we would invite rabbis on all the time, and they were nice enough to come. Rabbi Brockman came on. Rabbi Black was a regular on the show. And he came on and taught people, what Purim's all about,
Right.
why we have Hanukkah,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Exactly.
And so, you know, young Jewish journalists, I think, are very special at these times.
Definitely. I couldn't agree more. And it's such a great segue leading into, it is Jewish American Heritage Month, which is such a great way to, again, celebrate the not only American heritage, but the Denver Jewish heritage that we have here. Why is this award so important to both of you guys right now during this month?
Well, as you said, it's Jewish American Heritage Month, and it's an opportunity for our community to get together, which is so important now, and to celebrate, you know, our accomplishments and our contributions. We have so much to be proud of. Gary, as you alluded to, it's been a difficult couple of years for the Jewish community, both globally, but also here in Colorado. We know that incidents of anti-Semitism are rising.
Yes.
And we have to, you know, we have to stand strong, and we have to be proud of who we are.
Absolutely.
One of the cool things about, we're going to be honored at a dinner at a banquet next week, and one of the cool things about it is we're going to have kind of a roundtable discussion about issues that are going on. And between the three of us that are being honored, I mean, we have like, what, over 100 years experience in the market.
Right.
And so I think people that do come to that event, and it is a fundraiser, by the way, people that do come to that event, I think it'll be very interesting, because Josh is going to run the panel, and we're going to talk about a lot of those issues we just mentioned.
Amazing, amazing. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing more, and of course, for everybody at home to do the same. Gentlemen, thank you both so much, and Gary, congratulations.
My pleasure. Thank you. Good to see you.
So much. All right, everybody, Gary Shapiro and several other esteemed colleagues will be honored at the 31st Annual Heritage Award evening on May 15th at 5:30 p.m. Of course, congrats to Gary and the rest of those recipients.